New appointment to the planning board. This has been on for a couple of months. We actually advertised. We had a couple of applicants, one of which has since retracted their application at this point. So we have in front of us two individuals who have forwarded an application to be appointed to the planning board. That would be John M. Mott Restivo and Mr. Gordon Rogers. These are the two applicants that we have. After advertising, we didn't get any others. We had some queries. People asked for job descriptions, but never actually pulled the trigger and put an application in. So, is there a motion? What is the pleasure of the council?
I make a motion to appoint John M. Mott Restivo to the planning board for the town of Foster.
Is there a second?
Second. Is that for 5 years?
I believe this is an open position. Yeah.
So it would be for 5 years.
Yeah, it's the, why don't we say it's to fill the vacant position, and whatever that term is, because I believe it started in December, so, a few months back. It may be a little less than a full 5 years.
We have the plan if you want the time.
I don't know her exact time frame, but this, if you want to make it more, it's the vacancy left by Susan Mara when she had to resign.
Okay. So it will be to fill the vacancy for Susan Mara, whatever that term is. Any discussion from the council? Mr. Rogers?
As this has been an ongoing issue, and I would please respectfully ask, because there's a lot of new people in the audience tonight, to please, again, the other applicant is me, as you stated, to please read my resume as I asked it to be read when the appointment was made, which is going to be again tonight. And also, by all means, would you like to read Mr. Restivo's too, if it's available, for the public, please?
We did already read your resume once publicly, but I will, I'll do so.
Thank you.
This is a letter to dear members of the town council. Please accept this letter as my request to be considered for appointment to the Foster Planning Board. I have many years of residential and commercial site development experience. Some of my experience and qualifications that I believe would be an asset to the board are as follows. Resident of the town of Foster for 45 years. President of Town Council 2010 through 2012. Former Chairman of the Foster Economic Development Advisory Committee. Extensive knowledge of Foster zoning regulations and ordinances. Business owner dealing with both commercial and residential site development. Licensed ISDS septic system installer. Ability to read blueprints and site prints. Work extensively with engineers and surveyors in the town of Foster and the state of Rhode Island. Extensive knowledge of wetlands and working with biologists in the Rhode Island Department of Environmental Management Wetlands Division. Some of my professional experience in planning with regard to commercial development is as follows. Excavation and site work for projects as small as personal residences to as large as commercial entities for Dick's Sporting Goods stores, including excavation and site development. Have performed dam repairs for the Green Company in Green, Rhode Island. Repaired an historic dam for the Baldwin Farm in Coventry, Rhode Island. Because of my experience and knowledge of Foster history and unique challenges as compared to larger communities with public utilities, I feel that I would be an asset to the board, and we look forward to serving the citizens of Foster as a board member. I will provide copies of my licenses upon request. I would be happy to answer any questions you may have at my interview. Sincerely, Gordon Rogers.
Thank you.
And I will read the other one as well. To whom it may concern, the purpose of this letter is to express my interest in serving on the planning board for the town of Foster. This is the letter from John M. Mott Restivo. I have a deep interest in serving the residents of the town of Foster and a commitment to preserving our way of life. When I moved to Foster approximately 2 years ago, I resolved to get involved and contribute in any way I could. This included running to be our representative in the General Assembly. Since moving here, I have developed personally and professionally as my career has brought me into close proximity with businesses and municipalities throughout the state and neighboring communities. As an attorney, I have had the opportunity to represent businesses as they interact with various cities and towns in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, as well as certain municipal organizations looking to assist businesses and promote smart development. Prior to becoming an attorney, I owned a number of small businesses and was able to experience firsthand the challenges that a business owner can face when trying to establish itself and expand. I have a lot of respect for our town. I firmly believe that my experience with how planning boards and other communities operate, coupled with my appreciation for preserving our way of life while promoting smart development in accordance with the town's comprehensive plan, affords me the opportunity to contribute substantially to our town through participation on the planning board. I look forward to having the opportunity to serve my community. Please let me know if you have any questions concerning this letter of interest. All the best, John M. Restivo, Esquire. Any further discussion? Mrs. Wright?
I'm sure I don't have to urge the council to remember Mr. Rogers' past disdain for any kind of planning in town, and his the obstacles that he put forth in front of the planning board.
Okay.
And I think that
Personal attacks.
Okay, no,
The motion
and
doesn't concern him
Mr.
at this point.
Personal
Right,
attacks.
and that your Mr. Restivo is would be an excellent choice.
Further discussion? Mr. Rogers?
Well, I do respect Mr. Restivo as being a lawyer, the colleague sitting on the side of me. We presently have an excellent planner who is also a lawyer, and the last appointment we appointed to the planning board was Mr. Bevilacqua, another lawyer, and tonight, apparently, we're going to put a third lawyer. I think you need more hands-on people, such as the environment that I come from, on site development areas like that, to get that type of aspect represented more fairly. It seems to be weighted down, and I'm not picking on the lawyer's perfections or anything like that, but three of them sitting there is, I think it'd be more suited if you put it in the other direction of people that are in the field working on site development and understanding that at a ground level. And that's just my point.
To be accurate, the planner is not part of the planning board at all. She has a totally separate function, and she's not functioning
Excuse
as
me, is
a
that a
board.
legal opinion that the council has asked for?
It is a legal opinion that needs
That
to
the
be
council
issued.
has asked for?
Okay, I think we're...
You don't get to
we're
play.
done. Mr. Savasio, please. The statement was a valid statement. We'll accept it at face value. Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Welcome, Mr. Restivo.
Thank you very much.
If you could make arrangements to go into the town clerk's office, get sworn in, and she'll give you the comprehensive plan